If you're looking for a multiplayer game, chances are you've come across Mario Party. Representing some of the best that Nintendo has to offer, Mario Party is an iconic franchise within an iconic franchise. I love Mario Party 2. The subtle motifs in each map really stood out. Western, Halloween, space, all of these made for just a little extra level of charm. But there's another game on the Nintendo 64, often overlooked, that I think is worth revisiting, and that's Rugrats Scavenger Hunt. There were multiple modes in this game, but one of the most hilarious was the Reptar Dessert stage. Taking each of the four main characters, turning them into a Reptar mode, and assigning them a dessert led to an interesting multiplayer board game experience. Up first, we have Tommy, and he had the vanilla ice cream cone. These designs, especially in the Nintendo 64 polygonal state, are admittedly rather nightmarish. That being said, that's perfect for reinterpretation when it comes to character design. I went for interesting poses, but really strange and a little bit surreal expressions, and I think I was pretty successful in creating something that was a little unnerving, but ultimately very charming in its execution. Finding a way to incorporate dessert into each character just added another level, no pun intended, of flavor to the designs at hand. I was really happy what I came up with for this first one. Let's take a look at the second one. Next we have Chucky, represented here with the dessert of red licorice. Chucky was a little bit different because I always felt like his design stood out due to his outfit. The planetary shirt and whatever that strange pattern was on his shorts, coupled with the purple glasses, really led itself to what I would say is probably the most iconic character from the series. Something about those colors coming together really sold the show overall. In the video game, no one character has a distinct advantage over the other from what I could tell. Mostly it's just up to which design you find to be most fun, or perhaps which dessert you find yourself most inclined to. I went for a lot of pastel colors, but wanted to keep that Nickelodeon feel and made sure I had things centered around the color orange. I think this was pretty successful, and you'll be able to see what they all look like together at the end. Up next, we have Lil, representing chocolate milk. If you remember this game at all, and remember some of the voice acting and sound effects, the sound effect for chocolate milk and Lil saying that with such conviction is definitely something that's transformed into a long-term memory for me. One of the challenges I found in this series of four was making sure I kept all four poses fun, but I wanted them to be different from one another. I don't often choose a profile side view for my characters, so I thought when there was a group shot, it was a good time to bust it back out and see what I could come up with. Hand in the pocket, one hand on chocolate milk. I really like how this turned out in the end. Here is Lil. And what would Lil be without the iconic twin, Phil? Here represented with the dessert, chocolate pudding. I tried to use the teeth also as a subtle way to differentiate each character. The Rugrats broken down into this form have such simple design elements that really sell the character and let you know which is which. The bow, the glasses, the hair swoop, the diaper, all of these things made for some iconic character design elements that I was able to synthesize in kind of this, I don't know, messy pastel pastiche that really made for something that I've had a lot of fun with. The chocolate pudding is a fine choice for anyone who is interested in it, and I really like the ultimate design that I came up with here at the end. To finish things off, let's take a look at the series of four characters all together. Not a bad set overall. A very strange game, not the most competitive on the N64 by any means, but taking iconic designs within iconic designs and transforming them into something new and wacky makes for a really fun illustration project. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.